Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Hannah, and today is the third part of me testing out these COVERGIRL Royal palettes. I have been using them for a little while, so it's not like they're like brand new to me. So don't think this is a first impression, because it's not. I have been using them. So it is good though, because I can give you guys an honest review of what I think about the palettes, what I think about the colors, because I've used all of them at least once or twice. That's not very often, but I've tried them out. I have like my favorites, like the Naked Reloaded and different palettes that I'm just like really into and that I use on a regular basis, so I don't really focus on these. Today on my face, everything will be down in the description box. I'm trying to get better about doing that, putting down everything I'm wearing that I don't feature in the video. So let me come in and zoom in a little bit. There we go. So let me start off. Of course, the blinds are going to be messed up today, but we're going to deal with it, right? We can do it. Okay, first off, you will never see a video where my eyebrows always look the same because I just really suck at doing them. So there's that. And second off, the way I decided, if you guys did not see my last video where I talked about this, I was going to have a friend of mine just kind of randomly pick someone to win the giveaway. So what I'm going to do now, I did decide against that because I timed the giveaway, like it ends tomorrow and she's leaving today to go out of town. And I don't want to pick the giveaway winner today, I want to do it tomorrow because if anyone else enters, I want it to be fair. So what I'm doing is, my husband Jared suggested a random number generator because I do appreciate those who entered who comment on every single video. I have some that, you know, they just comment on every video and I super appreciate that from the heart. Don't think that that goes unnoticed. It's just, I did not add that in as an extra entry into it, so I want to be fair for everyone. And by doing that, we're going to do random number generator, where I'll put in how many people are entered. Right now we have 28 people that are entered. I think now we have 27 because someone recently unsubscribed from me. And that's the thing about having a small channel, is you notice when people, you know, unsubscribe or whatever. But anyway, about 28 people, and we're going to see who, you know, wins, and it's going to go through and pick a number. Now, I'll have it like on the screen so you guys can see, because I film with my phone and I'm using my phone to do it, so I'm going to pre-record it before I do the video. That way I can go through and count and see who has won. I was going to put everyone's name in a hat and draw one to be completely fair, but I think this would be the best option. Also today, I'm really in love with my highlight. I'm using the Profusion Highlight and Contour #1 palette. They have, I don't like their contours, they're a little too powdery for me, but their highlights are beautiful. So normally I mix these two together, but today I was like, I want a little more of a goldy kind of look, so I actually mixed all three of these together, and I really like how it turned out. I've never done that with a darker highlight because I am so fair, but I'm kind of in love with how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoy. So let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. So I already have the primer potion on my eyes, which is, I used it for almost every one of these looks. I only used #7 primer once, just to show that either one could be good. So let's go ahead with a fluffy brush. We're going to get into this palette. Now, last time I did this, and I wanted to talk about the shades, because recently I found an editor that I could get from my phone. It's completely free. Now, I did choose to do it as like a monthly payment so I can get extra features, but it will allow me to put a picture or a video on the screen while I'm talking, and I love that. But the only issue with it is that I don't know how fast I'm going to go or whatnot. So I'm going to go a little bit slower with colors today when I talk about colors, and I'll wait till the end to do it. But when I do like swatches, it did not line up with what I was saying. My swatches were going really fast. I had tried like doing this, but I was doing them too slow to my voice. So I'm going to try to go a little bit slower through that process. Please bear with me. I'm not much into editing. I don't know much about it. But that's where every YouTuber starts. We learn, and that's what I'm doing. So let's just jump into this palette. In this palette, I'll talk about, but right now I'm seeing we also have 5 shades like the last palette and 7 shimmers / glitters. We're going to start off with Bare It All. I love that the ones that do have matte shadows all have a good, like, almost transition shade. Something that you could put all over your lid that is almost undetectable, but will make all your colors blend really well. And I'm using a BH Cosmetics 101 brush from their Essential Eye collection. The next shade I'm going to go in with is Brazen. Brazen is just this pretty kind of yellowy orange, tap tap, and that's going to go all in the crease. Now, I do apologize that my camera quality is really bad. Jared and I are working on figuring out, you know, when we can get a new camera. But as you guys know, we are moving next month, and that makes it a little bit difficult for us to be able to do all that, you know, as far as financially, just because of the move, having to get new furniture for the new apartment. And then eventually we're going to try to buy a house, but we're going to stay in an apartment for about 1.5 years total. So we've been here for about half a year, another year, and then we're going to attempt to buy a house. We just wanted to be able to get the house we actually want, something to settle down in, raise a family in. And we know that if we were to get it now, we would have a lower chance of getting a good loan. And so we definitely want to just adventure out there and be able to get a good loan so that we can buy a house. So just bear with us as we do all the transitions and everything. I've already been looking on Amazon for some lights, some studio lights, a background that I can use, because obviously I'm on the floor right now. You guys can't even see because I zoomed you in, but there's fluff everywhere. My dog destroyed his chew toy. So yeah, I'm going to bring you guys in even a little bit more, just so that this line right here, I'm trying to get a good angle. So this looks a little more browny than it is. It really is a true orange. I'm going to swatch it so you guys can see. See it even on my hand, just because my camera, there you go, you can see it a little bit better. Then I'm going to take the shade Get It. Get It is almost like a corally color, and that one we're going to focus kind of lower in the crease, because we want that shade Brazen to just really shine through above the crease, so you get kind of like a nice transition. And we're just going to blend, blend, blend. That is one thing I've always struggled with, is I really suck when it comes to blending. And I say suck a lot, by the way. I'm just, you know, kind of get it done, get it over with, it looks good, okay, move on. But I know that colors need to be blended well, and I'm going to work on that in future looks so that I get better makeup looks for y'all. Now that we have that done, we're going to switch to a different brush. This brush is so big, it's not great for the lids and everything. Now, this is supposed to be more of a sunset-y kind of look. Obviously, it's not as gradient as I would want it to be, but this is all about trial and error, so let's go. So, the next shade I'm going to take is Showdown. And I'm taking this as just like an angled eyeshadow brush. It's kind of dense. I got this one from Ross in that collection I showed you guys in my Ross haul. If you did not see that, I will go ahead and link it down below. I'm going to take this shade Showdown and really just kind of focus that in the outer crease. On both eyes. I just really, really love this palette out of all of them. It just creates such a beautiful look. I feel like I'll use this one more in the fall time because it does have some more warmer shades, but you can still use them in summer, obviously. So cute. I do want to do something with my look today. I want to do a cut crease. I know that's like attempting a lot because I am not a cut creaser. I don't really know much about how to do it, but everything has to be tested out, so we're going to test it out. I'm going to get my favorite, I know I'm out of focus, I'm sorry. I'm going to get my favorite concealer to cut a crease with, and this is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Now normally I would cut a crease when I do cut creases without powder on my face, but I think we should be good. And I'm taking an angled brush. This is from Wet n Wild, just one of their white brushes. And we're just going to take it. And the thing about cutting a crease that I've learned is you just got to have fun. You know, if you want it to extend out, let it extend out. If you want it to come in, let it come in. And just have some fun with it. Because if you just like try to do it like, you know, everyone else, it's not going to be your own. So once I have that on and it looks insane, I'm just going to use my finger and try to tap it out. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the other crease. As you can see, I have touched this one up because it was kind of crazy looking. Let's go in with some fun colors. We're going to start off with, I need to pack it on my lid, so let's get a good brush for packing. Also, I'm making a mess everywhere. I don't know if you can see, I got concealer all over my hand. So I'm going to clean off the back of my hand and get a flat brush. Now, today, I'm actually going to go to Ulta. I have not gone shopping in a while. And right now, we are doing pretty good financially. By that, I mean we can move, you know, we have a little bit of extra money. So Jared gave me an allowance so I can go. And by the way, when I say Jared gave me allowance, we actually each get a certain amount of money every week, and that becomes our spending money. I've mentioned that before, so don't ever think that it's like Jared does the finances. We actually both kind of go together. Like when we go grocery shopping, we do together so that we can have fun with it. You know, and that's the thing. I married him so we could do things together. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I don't know, I want to take the shade Exposed. It's like this beautiful purpley shade. And I'm going to take it on a flat brush. Let's wet it. I'm using my Milani Make a Last setting spray. This setting spray, no joke. Perfect mister. It's just a great setting spray. We're going to take the shade Exposed on the brush. I always, even when it's a wet brush, I tap it off a little bit just to make sure I don't have anything weird on the brush, like any clumps. And we're just going to put that right where we cut that crease. Now, the thing about cut crease is it does make your look just really stand out. And of course, just bringing it along that line. Now, I don't generally, when I do an eyeshadow tutorial, I don't generally go in and do my face on camera. Now, if you would like me to start doing that, please let me know in the comments below. Flood the comments with your idea of what you guys would like me to do, because I want to do it for y'all. That's the thing about my channel, is I want everything to be kind of a group effort. Y'all help me make up the ideas that I use, and we can work together. Now, I don't know what this thing is. I don't know what I was doing. We're going to do the other eye. I'll be right back. Now, even though this looks crazy, just keep in mind I'm going to be doing a winged line, and it's going to kind of come together. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Dare. It's actually like a sparkly matte, if that makes sense. It has like matte with shimmer, and we're going to take that in the deep crease, and we're just going to blend, blend, blend. Want to make sure we get a nice deep look. Now, obviously, you may take this palette in a completely different direction than I have, but I thought it would be fun. Anyway, back to shopping. So I'm going to go to Ulta, and I'm going to probably buy a couple things. I want to get Makeup Revolution and BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to try to get a full face of one brand, and so we can do a video on that, just because I really enjoy doing that. I've already done BH Cosmetics. ColourPop, I've noticed at Ulta, I have not found like all of their brand. I feel like it's mostly online or select Ultas because I have not been able to find it. I'm going to take the Brazen. It's the first shade we use, and just kind of blend everything together. I've already found a camera that I want to get after we move and kind of settle in a little bit. For videos, because I want to make sure that the quality is better, because obviously on camera this shows up so much different, but we definitely want to improve the quality of videos for y'all. So now I'm going to take the shade Legend. It's just a beautiful gold shade. By the way, who all is excited for the new Aladdin movie? I am beyond excited. In fact, tomorrow I will have a video coming to you where I use the Rain palette when I announce the giveaway winner, which will be at the end of the video that I announce it. Anyway, and so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. You guys can see who wins. Oh, I was really, really liking my face today. Okay, touch up real quick. So obviously that's not perfect. You can still see it a little bit, but I have tried to neutralize it for a little bit. So anyway, the shade Legend is going on the center of the lid, but tomorrow I'm going to do a tutorial kind of trying to feature colors, because we're going to use the Rain palette, which is gorgeous. But I saw the palettes, and I saw this color, this, and this, and I just thought, you know what, I can do kind of like a Princess Jasmine-y kind of look. I mean, it's not going to be quite her look, but just using those colors like golds and blues and jewel tones, I think we need to create a cool look. Now I'm going to take the shade Commotion, which is almost like a bronze shade, and we're just going to put that on the inner corner. And you know what, I'm going to take that on the outer corner, because I like that a lot better than the shade I laid down. This is so much fun, y'all. I'm really enjoying being able to experiment a little bit, and then bring you guys along as I experiment, of course. That's one of my favorite things ever, is to just like really be able to sit down, film a video. What is that? I don't know. And be able to test out products on camera. By the way, today I'm using the Wet n Wild foundation, and I'm actually not hating it. Obviously, I have a lot of texture on my skin, but it's actually, I don't know, it looks pretty good. But I did use a primer that I don't like, which is the Lorac, like that bronze one that I have. Anyway, I don't want to dig through and find it, but anyway, that's what I'm using today. Let's do some wings. Things got to change a little bit. I had to go ahead and shut my blinds, but I have my lashes on. So I'm sorry the lighting is even worse now. Way to go. Now, the only thing I will say about every one of these palettes is none of them have a really good upper, like a highlighting shade. Let me grab the brush so I can show y'all. I'm going to take the shade Bare It All, which is the only white in the pan. And you could put that up there kind of as a faux highlighter, but at the same time, it doesn't really do that much for you. I mean, it looks like it does on camera, obviously. But I just feel like they should have some kind of a light shimmer. The only palette you'll see that has a good transition shade is the Ascension palette. 100% that's the only one that has a transition shade I would use on a normal basis. Obviously, I didn't do anything to my lower lash line other than some mascara. Now, you could go that route. I didn't want it to be too crazy today. Let's put some lipstick on. I'm feeling like we're going to go red, even though it probably doesn't even match my look. I just was dying for one of these matte lip balms. Now, these are from the brand Revlon, and they are the matte lip balms, and I have the shade right now, Striking. And this one is one of my favorite lip products to wear out. I also have Elusive, which they're just too beautiful. I want to get more from the collection. In fact, today, when I go out, I may stop by a Walgreens. I get discounts, by the way. And I may buy a lot more from the collection because I want more shades to kind of play with. But I think having a red and a blush kind of is a good way to go. You have something to wear with more fancy outfits, something with more casual. Let's get into the tea about the palette. So let's look at the packaging. Isn't that gorgeous? And I love that, like, it's a matte board, but the black spots are all like a shimmery, kind of a, like a, what do you call it? I'm so sorry. It just came on. We're going to finish this video. I'm going to upload it anyway, even though it's kind of been ruined, but whatever. So anyway, you get, like I said, I think 5 matte shades, and the rest are shimmers. So 7 shimmers, 5 mattes. You get one of the shimmers. It's not shimmer, it's a glitter. And it is actually this one, and it's like, I don't know how to show you guys. That's the best way. I don't know, can you guys see that there's like specks of shimmer in it? Just a little bit of a shimmery kind of a feel. So let's go ahead and swatch these. Now, my husband texted me. So let's go ahead and swatch these. I'm going to try to go slower today because the last time I was talking so fast that when I went to do arm swatches, it did not turn out well. So I'm going to wash my hand off. We're going to do some swatchies. So the first shade we have is called Brazen. Brazen is a very kind of an orangey kind of a warm orange kind of shade, almost like the color of sand. It goes a little bit darker. The next shade I have is called Get It, which Get It is just a beautiful kind of coral shade. Showdown is the next shade, which is, well, I mean, it's like the perfect maroon shade. It's like a mixture of maroon with a little more red in it than a normal maroon. Then I have Day One, which is the beginning of our shimmers. We have a gold. Now this is more, there's 2 different golds in the palette. This is more of a orange gold. Then we have the shade Commotion, which is almost like a bronze shade. And I really, really like this color as an all over. As you see, I used it today over the shade Exposed. Then we have the next gold, which is called Legend. Now, Legend is more of a green gold, I would say. If you can tell, it has more of an olive undertone, which works for different looks. And I actually really like this one. I felt like this would be gorgeous with some, like, a pop of color in the crease with this on it. And I may try that. Then I have the shade Exposed. Exposed I used all over my lid before I put over Commotion. It's just a really pretty, like, I don't know, it's more of a purple shade. like a purpley pink kind of shade. And I'm glad they added that in there to give you almost like a pop of color there. Now there is a blue. I did not use that today. I did want to do more of a sunset look because a lot of our subscribers had said they wanted sunset. So then I have the shade Ruthless. This is another matte. It's more of a brick shade. Then there's Secret Password, which is a, I don't even know how to describe that. It's like a true olive shimmer. That is really pretty. I should have used that today. Well, I'll use it in another look. Then the big pop of color we got, it's Soot and Sparkle. Then we have, and that's a beautiful blue shade. Then we have the shade Bare It All. Now, Bare It All is a good transition shade for all over your lid. Now, it's not a true white. It's more of a ochre kind of a look, almost like the Eden primer potion. It's very kind of like a light tan. Then we have the last shade, it's Dare. Now Dare is that maroon with a little bit of sparkle, maroony brown. It's like a dark, almost like a death kind of color. And we use that, of course, all in the crease. Now those are all the shades that there are. Make sure you guys watch tomorrow's video because the giveaway will be announced whoever won. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for following along. This has been such a fun giveaway to host. Now, I am going to look today when I'm at the store for what I want to give away next. Maybe I'll announce a giveaway tomorrow. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Love you so much.